Answer your questions at the end. So the project location you're all familiar with, I'm sure, is right along Old Frederick Road between Frederick Road and Bryan's Mill Way. The focus of the project is the slope stability and safety of the public. Sure. Is everyone able to hear me okay? So we have a few slides showing the existing condition along here. This photo is near the intersection with Frederick Road, looking north. And we have this one up closer to Bryan's Mill Way, looking back south. And a representative shot of the hillside where you can see the current condition with exposed tree roots, bare soil, and evidence of erosion. So for an overview of the project, the limit along Old Frederick Road is about 1,000 feet. The focus of the project is, like I said, the safety of the public, and we aim to achieve this by addressing the slope stability and the traffic flow. We have the following actions planned to achieve these goals, which includes removing any trees that present a safety concern, design and build a retaining wall along this section, regrade the slope, and analyze the data from traffic studies and revise the roadway cross-section. And we'll touch on each of these items in the rest of the presentation. So the trees, in situations where erosion is present and slope stability is an issue, trees have the potential to lose their stability and present a hazard to those below the slope. Following coordination with the appropriate county departments, trees that do present a hazard will be removed. And we have a couple of photos showing the state of the trees along the slope here. And they'll have to be evaluated to determine if they're actually a risk and how best to take care of that. So maybe the main part of this project will be the retaining wall. Our plan is to design and construct the retaining wall along the west side of Old Frederick Road. The length, height, and type of wall will have to be determined as part of the design process, and that'll be based on the functionality of the wall, the topography of the area, and the contribution to the aesthetics of the area. We have a couple example photos of different types of walls that we're considering for this. Here we have a concrete wall. And these photos are real world examples and may not look exactly like what ends up out there. And it's not an exhaustive list, so we may pick something that's not shown here today. We have a dressed stone wall with natural cut stone. And we have a modular block wall that's made from prefabricated proprietary materials. Right along with the retaining wall will be grading of the slope. The grading will include above the wall, behind the wall, as well as potentially areas where the wall may not be needed and grading can suffice to address the slope stability issues. And we have a sketch here showing the concept for the grading. Nothing to scale, nothing designed, just an idea of showing we can grade the slope back a little bit more shallow so that we don't have to build as tall or along the wall. On to the roadway section. In an earlier planning effort, there was a traffic study and community survey performed. Based on the data from that, a decision was made to maintain the vehicular traffic along this segment of Old Frederick Road. Later in the design process, that data will be analyzed further to determine whether one lane, one-way traffic or two-lane, two-way traffic is appropriate for this area. That evaluation will include considerations for the roadway width, space for the retaining wall, potential inclusion of other facilities such as a bike lane, and the safety of the intersections in the area. And a couple more sketches showing just a quick concept of what here a two-lane would look like, very similar to what we have now. And then a potential one-way that will require further analysis to determine if we want to propose which direction it will go, what the exact widths will be, etc. Our next step after this is a study and analysis of the alternative options for different parts of the project. And once the best alternative is selected to move forward, we're expecting design and construction of the project to take 18 to 24 months. And that's all. Thank you all for coming, and we can start to take questions now.